I'm confident in our evidence.
I know we can win this case using all our witnesses.
We will bring the fox to justice.
And the mother's instinct tells me we can do this.
You're gonna be fine. It's okay, we have enough evidence.
We have enough witnesses.
It's gonna be fine, we're good lawyers. Calm down, stop pacing. You're gonna be okay, jeez. You know you didn't do it. Oh.
All rise, the Honorable Judge McDowell presiding. Court is now in session. The prosecution hereby brings the following charges against the Fox. Class 1 misdemeanor fraud, Class 1 felony murder, Class 2 felony aggravated battery, Class 2 felony child abduction, and Class 2 felony fraud.
Good morning, counselors. I see that we're all prepared and ready to start today's court case. First, I'm going to address the jury. Jury, who's my foreman? All right, jury foreman, your job is once you hear all the evidence and you guys deliberate, once you make a decision, it'll be your job to inform me what decision you come to at the end of the case. You all will hear sides of both the prosecution and the defense. I just want you to listen to the facts. If at any point we need to stop anything and strike anything from the record, please do so on your notes, yes? All right, with nothing further, prosecution, you may start with your opening argument.
Good people of the jury, thank you all for being here today. Our names are Madison Darty and Addison Justin. We will begin to present why we think the defendant should be the verdict of guiltiness. Again, thank you for your time.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today we will prove to you that the defendant, the Fox, is guilty of numerous unlawful crimes, the most appalling of which is Class 1 felony murder. We will now proceed to justify the charges against him and the imprisonment of the Fox. The charges pressed against the defendant, the Fox, are Class 1 misdemeanor fraud, Class 1 felony murder, Class 2 felony aggravated battery, Class 2 felony child abduction, and Class 2 felony fraud. We will now continue to prove the defendant guilty of these numerous and significant crimes.
Okay. Defense, you may open with the argument.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defendant, Fox, is accused of Class 1 misdemeanor fraud, Class 2, Class 1 felony murder, Class 2 felony aggravated battery, Class 2 felony child abduction, Class 2 felony fraud. We all know these things to be fact. The gingerbread boy escaped the oven which he was put in by the old lady. Many people, including the threshers, the mower, the old lady, the old man, the horse, and the cow chased the gingerbread boy. The gingerbread boy outran and teased all of them. Eventually, the gingerbread boy stumbled upon a fox by the riverbank, who he thought was going to try and chase him and eat him. The fox agreed to take the gingerbread boy across the river. Not even the prosecution, who was trying to jail this innocent fox, can object these claims. These witnesses that we bring forward will help us testify the fox sitting right over there is not in fact guilty. The defense team, including myself, will bring forward 5 witnesses that can surely protest this fox is innocent. Thank you.
Prosecution, I'm going to open with you for your first witness.
We would like to call up the old woman.
Is the old woman present? Proceed.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with evidence number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Old woman, is this your gingerbread boy? Yes. Your Honor, I would like to submit evidence number 1.
Objection!
Explain.
They did not provide us evidence before the trial started.
Did you provide any discovery to the defense on any evidence that you had brought forth?
No.
With this being a photograph of the victim, I don't see anything damning to either side. I will allow this just for identification purposes of the victim. Okay? Defense approach, sidebar. Are we arguing that this is not the victim? And you're arguing this is the victim? Okay. Using this evidence, That is the only thing I want brought up, is that this is identification purposes only. Are we agreed?
Yes,
All right, you may be seated. Proceed. Is that a positive identification for our witness?
Sir.
Yes. Thank you. Continue.
Old woman, did you see the gingerbread boy on the fox's back?
Yes.
Did you hear anything the fox said to the gingerbread boy?
Not much.
Why did the gingerbread boy come to life?
Maybe it was nutmeg. I probably should.
Objection!
Explain, please.
Inside of trials, inside of trials like this, you have to cite where you saw that in the story.
Can you say? Okay. Sustained. Rephrase. Or I'm sorry, strike that from the record. Jury, you'll ignore that line of questioning. Continue.
What were your intentions in making the gingerbread boy?
Never intended for him to come alive.
Did you do something to make this happen? Did you notice the other animals, people and animals, chasing the gingerbread boy?
I did.
Did you expect the gingerbread boy to come to life?
No.
Describe what occurred at the shoreline.
I saw a horse, a cow, a few threshers, a few mowers. We were all so worried as we saw a fox and my little gingerbread boy crossing the river.
What was you and your husband's reaction after the fox took the gingerbread boy across
We
the
were
river?
horrified.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Defense, do you have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. What were your intentions for the gingerbread boy originally?
So I could have a little gingerbread boy family.
Where'd you get the idea to create a gingerbread boy?
I just kind of thought of it.
Why did you chase after the gingerbread boy when he tried to escape?
So I could still keep him for my own.
Did you ever expect the gingerbread boy to come to life or to try to escape?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You may step down. Thank you. Prosecution, next witness.
We would like to call up the old man. Did he help with the creation of the gingerbread boy?
No, I did not.
Did the gingerbread boy coming alive surprise you?
Yes.
Describe what happened at the shoreline.
Well, we were all there, the threshers, mowers, a horse and a cow, and we saw the fox take the gingerbread boy across the river.
What did you see the gingerbread boy do as you started to chase him?
All I saw was him running and my wife chasing after him.
What did you hear of the fox's conversation with the gingerbread boy?
Not much, for we were still farther behind.
Did you see the gingerbread boy on the fox's back?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Defense.
So where were you when your wife was making the cookies?
I was upstairs in my room.
Did you know your wife's intentions when she was making the gingerbread boy?
Yes, she told me she wanted to make one.
Are you aware that your wife overcooked and burnt the gingerbread boy?
No, I am not.
What were you thinking when the gingerbread boy was running away?
I was surprised and very confused.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You may step down. Thank you. Next witness.
We would like to call up the horse. Your Honor. Did you see the gingerbread boy get eaten by the fox?
Yes.
Can you describe what occurred?
We were all standing there, quite a few people.
and I saw the fox, which has been so mean in the past.
Objection!
Sustained. Make sure we just stick to the facts, not your personal opinions of the fox, okay? Continue.
We were all standing on the shoreline as the fox and the little gingerbread boy started to cross the river.
Did you know the fox before this situation?
Yes.
If so, what relationship did you have with the fox?
Not much of a relationship, just more of him teasing me in the past.
How did the gingerbread boy's taunts make you feel?
Very sad.
Did this lead to you chasing him?
Yes. You know, he just really smelled delicious.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with evidence number 1?
Proceed.
How horse is this the gingerbread boy?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
The record show that that's twice that the victim, the gingerbread man, was positively ID'd by 2 separate witnesses for the prosecution. Defense?
Why did you decide to run after the gingerbread boy?
Because he was teasing me.
Did you want to eat the gingerbread boy?
At first, I thought he smelled sweet, but that wasn't my full intention.
What was your full intention?
To chase him because he teased me.
Did you know anyone else in the mob? If so, who?
Yes, the cat.
Anyone else? No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may be seated. Prosecution, do you have any more witnesses to call?
We would like to call the cow.
Okay. Good morning.
Why did you want to eat the gingerbread boy?
I did not really want to eat the gingerbread boy. I wanted to talk to him for being very rude.
Did you see the gingerbread boy as he was crossing the river?
Yes, I did.
Objection!
Explain.
In the previous question, she said she did not want to eat the gingerbread boy, but inside the story, it states that she chased him because he looked very well.
So the statement from the cow, from the incident states that the cow had personal vendetta of deliciousness for the gingerbread man. Is that what we're
Yes.
stating? Sustained. Strike that question from the record.
Did you have any relationship with the fox?
I didn't really know the fox. We were kind of acquaintances. I only knew the fox from when the fox would come into the field.
Did you know his personality?
I did not know much about the fox, but the fox did seem kind of persuasive.
Objection!
Can you prove your statement, or is this merely what you...
When the fox would come into the field, it would sometimes ask for directions or ask to take some of our food, and we would often allow this.
So how does that go for the fox being tricky? If he asks for food and you guys give it to him?
The fox, we usually don't share our food, but the fox would be able to would convince us to share.
Well, in that regard, that just seems like the fox is able to communicate in a positive manner to get what he needs, not necessarily using persuasive means of trickery. So at this point, we can't prove trickery, we can just prove that he has a friendly community around him. Sustained. Continue.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, defense?
Cal, did you know that you were putting the gingerbread boy's life in danger?
No, I did not.
Well, when you were chasing the gingerbread boy, your intentions were to eat him, correct?
No, the gingerbread boy did smell nice, but I mainly wanted to know why the gingerbread boy was being so very rude.
Well, and it states in the story that you wanted to eat the gingerbread boy.
Like I said, at first the quick thought crossed my mind, but because of how good he smelled, but the gingerbread boy was so very rude, and I first at least wanted to know why the gingerbread boy was being very rude to me.
Did you see anything across the river when the gingerbread boy?
I saw the fox and the gingerbread boy there together, with the gingerbread boy being on top of the fox's head.
Was that it?
I saw the fox throw up their head, and then I did not see much, but the gingerbread boy was not there once I looked again, and the fox lowered their head.
Did you know the boy teased the others in the mall?
I did not fully know, but I could guess, seeing as some of them did also seem kind of upset.
Did you know others' intentions?
I did not know others' intentions.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You may be seated. Thank you. Prosecution, do you have any more witnesses?
No, no.
Okay. Defense, do you have any witnesses you'd like to call to the stand?
Yes, we would like to call up mower 1.
Or one? Good morning.
Where were you when the gingerbread boy was crossing the river?
I was mowing my field with mowing too.
Did you see what happened on the other side of the river?
No.
Did you have any interactions with anybody else when the gingerbread boy was crossing the river?
I had an interaction with mower 2.
Who were you with when you were chasing the gingerbread boy?
Mower 2.
Anyone else?
The mob.
Why did you chase the gingerbread boy?
Because he looked delicious.
What was your first thought when you saw the gingerbread boy?
That I wanted to eat him.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Prosecution, your witness?
Have you seen the fox before this, or heard of the fox before this occurrence?
No.
Where were you when the gingerbread boy ran past?
I was mowing the fields with mower 2.
Did you see the fox before he ate the gingerbread boy?
No.
Are there any distinct markings or traits on the fox that could be used to identify him?
No.
Had you seen what occurred when the fox ate the gingerbread boy?
I'm not sure.
Did you see any remaining pieces of the gingerbread boy?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may step down. Defense, you may call your next witness.
We would like to call mower 2 up to the stand.
Mower 2. Good morning.
Good morning.
Proceed.
Where were you when the gingerbread boy was crossing the river?
This was number 2.
What did you see from the other side of the river?
I didn't see anything.
Did you have any interactions with anybody else?
Number 2.
Who were you with when you were chasing the gingerbread boy?
Now I'm confused. Who are you?
I'm number 2. I'm number 2. I'm so sorry.
Okay, we need to know who we're talking to here. Am I talking to mower 2 defense? Okay, thank you. Start over.
Who were you with when you were chasing the gingerbread boy?
The mower.
Why did you chase the gingerbread boy?
I was just really hungry. I didn't have breakfast that day, so he smelled really delicious, so I just ran after him.
How did you feel when the gingerbread boy was teasing you?
I felt hurt
What was your first thought when you saw the gingerbread boy?
that I should probably eat him.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Prosecution, your witness.
Have you ever seen the fox in the fields before?
No.
Do you know if the fox ever tried to do this before?
No.
Where were you? Oh, sorry. Did you see the fox before he ate the gingerbread boy?
Well, only when I saw him in my field, but nothing after that.
Are there any distinct markings or traits of the fox?
Not that I know of.
What occurred when the fox ate the gingerbread boy?
Well, I don't know for sure that he ate the gingerbread boy, but all I know that the gingerbread boy was deceased after.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You may sit down. Defense, do you have any other witnesses?
Yes, we would like to call Thresher 1 to the stand.
Thresher 1, please rise.
Did you see anything suspicious going around inside the mall?
Yeah.
What did you see?
A lot of people chasing a little cookie running around. Didn't understand why.
Okay, what were your intentions chasing the gingerbread boy?
Smelled good. Looks delicious. Didn't eat much that morning.
Okay, so do you personally know anybody in the village?
No, nobody else other than Thresher 2. She's really the only one who I talked to.
Did you exactly see what happened on the other side of the river?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
We're going to break for a brief recess. Let's step down. Be right back.